Efficient motion control with SIMATIC S71200 G2. Motion control is essential in a machine to ensure the right movement of machine components. The new controller family, SIMATIC S71200 G2, offers more advanced motion control functionalities and can be used for the control of single axis, coordinated axis, as well as simple kinematics. That means a wide range of moving and positioning tasks, as well as processing and handling applications, can now be realized with SIMATIC S71200 G2. Together with the perfectly coordinated Dynamics servo drive system and the corresponding data exchange based on isochronous drive communication with Profinet IRT, high dynamic and precise servo applications find their way into the basic automation segment. To simplify the implementation of motion control functions, SIMATIC S71200 G2 supports a wide range of technology objects. Technology objects are software objects that realize the whole motion control functionality of your application. For example, it automatically calculates the path needed for an accurate positioning movement and transforms the speed set point into a format the servo drive can use. Technology objects represent mechanical components and encapsulate the technological functionality needed for that component. Let's focus on three viable machines with SIMATIC S71200 G2 and their key functions. The first example is a labeling machine. This application uses the gearing, cam, and output cam functionalities of a S71200 G2 to apply labels to bottles efficiently. Another classic machine is the form-fill seal machine, which continuously forms a foil into a tube shape, fills it with material, and seals the resulting bag. To achieve this, one would use a positioning axis for the foil, a measuring input to detect where to seal the bags, and a cam profile and facing to control the sealing axis. Lastly, the flying saw is a common machine, which cuts a continuously moving material by synchronizing the saw to the movement of the material at the correct position. This example uses speed control, gearing, and optionally an external encoder or measuring input. Currently, a cam profile is needed to implement absolute gearing. Here we can see an overview of the possible functions of SIMATIC controllers. All SIMATIC controllers, including the previous S71200 Generation 1 CPUs, can control the speed and position of single axis. The S71500 standard controller allows for functions up to relative gearing, and the S71500 technology CPUs offer the full range of functions for SIMATIC motion control. Now, let's answer the question, where does S71200 G2 fit into the portfolio? S71200 G2 can be used for the control of single axis, coordinated axis, as well as the kinematic type Cartesian portal. Because of this, it can be placed between the S71500 standard and the S71500 T CPUs in regard to motion control functionality. Let's summarize the benefits of SIMATIC S71200 G2. The first great new feature is the enhanced scalability. With S71200 G2, motion control functions are based on the same architecture across the current SIMATIC controllers. This enables functional scaling from basic to advanced controllers, which means that user functions can be reused from the smallest S71200 G2 to the largest S71500 T CPU. With the seamlessly scalable SIMATIC controller portfolio, the functionality of the machine can be expanded simply by selecting a CPU of a higher performance class to accommodate new machine modules. Furthermore, S71200 G2 has drastically increased motion control capabilities. It is designed to implement even sophisticated applications. It can achieve that due to the possibility of isochronous drive communication. This means that the controller can now be used with all Dynamics servo drives for high dynamics and precision. Additionally, the integrated technology objects simplify system configuration during engineering, commissioning, and service. Last but not least, the performance of SIMATIC S71200 G2 has been heavily increased to allow for the implementation of complex motion requirements.